Very excited. This is good. We're back. We're back
Well,
for everything, at least for a little more. So,
well, what shall we talk about?
I don't know. You got the questions. You got the big fancy book of notes.
I know. I don't. I can't remember if I asked this question or not. I didn't even watch the interview last night.
Shoot, give it to me. Give it to me. I'll come up with a new answer. I'll pull it. I'll pull it right out of the hat. You know what I mean?
Oh, Jesus. Ah, what's one role you've done that surprised you once you saw yourself on screen?
Oh my goodness. Surprise in a good way or a bad way?
Either. It's open for
I feel like we
interpretation.
did do this question, and so I'm just
Yeah.
gonna I'm gonna come up with something. I'm gonna make it quick. What is
Oh,
one
I can skip
role?
it. Okay. Okay.
Vertical or otherwise, right? Oh man, you know what made me nervous? Oh my goodness. So, senior year, I think it was senior year of high school. Famous play. It's called You Can't Take It With You. And I'm playing the grandpa. When I was a kid, I always got cast as the grandpa or the old guy. And I think it's because I was tall and my voice was deep and they'd glue beards on me and I would look like an old guy and whatever. And I say like the title in my dialogue at the end of the show. You can't take it with you. And so we're bulldozing through the final pages of the script. The audience is and having a good time, couple jokes, laughs here and there. I mean, it's high school, so like who knows if this play's even that good actually when we're performing it. But people are in the audience and they're engaged and maybe they're ready to go home. And within the last two pages, somebody jumps. And when I mean jumps, somebody jumps pages of dialogue. I don't know how, who, maybe it was me, I can't remember. But somebody said a line that was not supposed to be said. And in our amateur experience, everyone's doing their best to stick to the flow. And so we skipped a section and then we try to just keep going, even though we've just missed multiple pages. And somebody had the bright idea of, well, instead of just going until the show's over, we should try to get the part done that we missed. So all this is happening like in milliseconds on the stage, and the audience probably doesn't even realize because I'm sure half the actors are on autopilot, hoping they don't forget their lines. And the person has the bright idea to repeat one of their lines from before the part we skipped. So suddenly we are performing at least a page of dialogue a second time. So imagine there's like 4 pages of dialogue. Somebody jumps from page 4 to 2. There's no page 3. And so they're like, all right, I guess we'll go back to page 4. And so we just repeat a whole page. Then we get through the section we missed. And then at that point, nobody has any idea what they're doing. Somebody walked off stage accidentally because they hit the wrong cue to exit. Um, and I don't even say you can't take it with you. And next thing you know, like lights come up, the curtain drops, and we're bowing. And it was just absolute chaos. It was absolute chaos. And so was I surprised when somebody jumped at least one page or multiple pages? Yes. Yes, I was very surprised when I played Grandpa from You Can't Take It With You. That was insane. Absolute insanity. You can imagine poor 17, 18-year-old Gabe just like hanging in there with the white spray paint in his hair and his eyebrows just kind of colored in white. It was crazy. It was crazy.
Is there a? I'm pretty sure there's a photo of that on your Instagram, isn't there?
This is what I'm saying is I've played old characters a lot, so that I don't think so. If it's if what you're whatever you're thinking of, I'm not too sure. I have something buried somewhere, of Grandpa probably. I have no idea where though. I have footage of me buried somewhere, hidden, of me playing oh, what's his name? Fabian from the musical Oliver! Exclamation point. I don't know if you're familiar with it, but it's about like a little boy from an orphanage, and it's this like famous dialogue where the little boy goes, "Please, sir, I want some more," and he's just like hungry. I don't know if you've ever heard this before, but he's like, "I'm hung." He's saying, "I'm hungry," and this big like wealthy guy in charge of the orphanage is just like, "More," and then like all the kids in the orphanage just like all turn and look. This thing was made in like the 50s, so hyper dramatic, but people loved it. People loved it.
I used to
And
go to
it,
my mum all the time. Please, mum, may I have some more, mum?
yeah, exactly. So this is kind of where the cultural quote came from, if I'm correct. I mean, unless there's something else the musical itself referenced, but yeah, it's very, very silly.
Wild. I
Very wild. Very wild. So yeah,
was like, I don't
all
even
right.
know where I picked that up from.
Give me give me another question. Give me another question. I'm feeling hot. Let's go. I got you.
If you could create a role for yourself tomorrow that's nothing like anything you've ever done so far, what would it be? Genre, tone, and character.
Oh man. See, the problem with this question is I actually am working through roles and I just don't
Oh
want
no.
people I don't want people to like take my ideas. Um if I could create any role for myself. Um oh man, there's so many fun things. I mean, I think I'd love to play like a serial killer from like You with Penn Badgley. I think that would be so much fun. I'd love to do like a Fight Club kind of situation with Ed Norton and Brad Pitt. Have you ever seen that film? It's okay if not. If you have a chance, check it out. It was done in the 90s. It might have been early 2000s, but I think Fight Club is 90s. And um, it's directed by the highly esteemed David Fincher. And it's just a very interesting film about a guy who is basically disenchanted with the socioeconomic structure of the US and wants to reset everything. And it's kind of his internal journey and his also like community journey. And like that's a very like intellectual way of putting it, but it is just a batshit crazy film that has some awesome performances in it. And there's so much energy and personality behind the directing. It's so cool. So cool. So, see, now I'm interested. When was Fight Club? I Fight Club. When is Fight Club? 99. I called it. All right. Yeah. Sick. Yeah, Helena Bonham Carter's in it as well. It's a great film. David Fincher, Chuck Palahniuk. I don't know the story guy, but yeah, very, very cool film.
I was gonna say Helen is an
So,
amazing actress.
yes, 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 exactly. So watch it. Definitely, definitely worth watching. I'm so happy I introduced you to Fight Club. And then I'm trying to think. Yeah, so those would be cool things. I really want to do a comedy. I get so self-conscious, but I know I just have like silly, goofy bones. And whether it's like a sweet rom-com or maybe it's something a bit more slapsticky, like a Naked Gun screwball, like silly. Have you ever seen Naked Gun or anything like that? These are comedies from the 80s and the 90s, I believe. Like a lot of these just like what else are like fun examples of just like I mean I even love stuff like Mr. Bean. Like that stuff is hilarious, you know. Um, I'd love to do more of that, you know. But I really want to do a Western. For those of
Western.
you out there, somebody put me in a Western. I just want to do a Western so bad.
You can pull off that whole cowboy vibe.
I think so. I just be like nice and quiet and just like keep my eyes peeled like Clint Eastwood, just like keeping my eyes on the horizon and making sure my people are safe. You know, I don't know. I feel like Also, yeah, I could just keep my voice slow, and talking, and calculate. Just, I don't know. I feel like it could be so much fun. Ugh, I feel like, yeah, I don't. I think it'd be cool.
I'd
So,
get too invested in that.
hey, sick. All right.
Done, done.
So
Got a market.
I've got ideas in my head that I'd like to write and maybe try to get someone to produce for the verticals. And so we'll see if I can pull that off. That would be cool.
I'm down for that. 100%. I just need you in Western. I'd love to see you. Hat, jeans, boots.
Oh, I want to go full period, girlfriend. I want to go like 19th century. I want like the bandolier with like the like the oh man, now my words are dropping. What the when you tie it, what is it called? It's I mean a handkerchief is what
Bandana.
you tie to have a bandana. Thank you. That's so strange. Bandana and bandolier. Why are those words so similar? I think bandolier is what I'm thinking of. It's like the belt that you put the bullets into. Um, so like if you have a rifle slung over your shoulder and you need to just like pop it out. Um, and yeah, no, but like full period, like with the dresses and like grandpa with the suspenders and like the mustache hanging out in the
Not
back
the
of the kickback.
suspenders.
Come on.
No. That would put you in your grave before you're already dead.
Well, to be clear, I don't know if I'm the guy with the suspenders or the overalls, but like somebody's out there drinking whiskey out of a bottle and he's just going into like a spittoon or something, you know? I don't know. I think it's fun. Mads is cooked on that. She's like, I'm not producing that. I'm out. I'm
Not
out.
the suspenders one. No.
All
I could get amongst like a straw hat. Like,
right, all right.
I don't know. Your your version of Western and mine is completely different.
Is there a Western culture in Australia? Because I know you guys have had lots of cattle ranching. I mean, you guys are even known for like Wagyu and stuff, but like I don't know if like there's an equivalent of the American West in Australia.
I actually don't know. Like, we just have a lot of desert.
Sure. Yeah, yeah.
We have Brumbies out there though. Like, um,
What is a Brumby? I have no idea what a Brumby is.
what do you call a wild horse?
I guess a stallion?
A stallion is a male.
Yeah, but I would never consider a sta Maybe you're right. I guess in my ignorant ways, I always assumed a stallion was not a horse that's been broken. It's a horse that is like in the wild.
How
Define
about Brumby
Brumby.
then?
Define Brumby. A wild feral horse found in Australia. It's specifically Australia. All right. Now, what happens if a dumbass defines stallion? Oh my goodness, an uncastrated adult male horse. Nice. Nice. Nothing to do
I
with being
can't believe I
wild
just
at all.
schooled you on horses.
Schooled me on horses, yeah, because I'm the horse guy. Hey everybody, welcome back to VertiChat. Today I have my horse expert, Gabe Armentano. He's here to tell you about the difference between castrated horses and uncastrated horses. Tune in to next week for when we bring him back to talk about difference between donkeys and jackasses or some shit like that. I don't know. It's so silly.
I can't keep composed.
Composing's for losers. Who needs that?
I feel like we should just do this freaking live.
That's
It's
a
gonna
fun idea, actually. If you ever wanted to go live, let me know, and that would be cool. That'd be something. That sounds like
yes.
fun. Yeah, that'd be cool.
When you're not busy, of course. People can just hear us talk random shit.
Sounds great. It'd be fun.
That'd be so fun. You give me ideas now.
You got to tease out the ideas. You're building a brand. We got to see how far you can take this. You know.
No, I'll think on that soon. This one's gonna be
Yeah.
like, hmm. You've called out inspirations such as Eddie Redmayne, Bradley Cooper, and Andrew Garfield.
Hmm.
If one of them phoned you for a spontaneous scene partner challenge, Who would it be, and what scene would you pick?
All right, I need a little clarity because it's a cool question, but I need a little clarity. Is it a scene partner for like a project they've already done in this fantasy, or is it like just something upcoming and you're asking like what kind of role would I be playing across from them?
Yeah, second one.
I think I'd really love to play Bradley Cooper's son.
What?
Yeah, I think that would be really cool. I don't know what the role would be. I don't know if it would be some kind of like, I mean, honestly, it could be one of two things. It could be either A, Bradley Cooper is like an esteemed politician, and I make a huge mistake and like compromise his entire campaign or something like that. Or maybe there'd be something else like he's actually like a broken man and I'm his only hope. And I just am tired of him living vicariously through me. Like, please just let me live my life. You know what? It would be kind of wild. I don't know if this would be because he's not quite right for the casting based off like conventional casting, but something like no, it's not Streetcar. What is what is Biff? I always forget the name of this play. It's uh Biff and Willie. Death of a Salesman. It would be interesting to have that kind of relationship with Bradley Cooper if we were did like a play version of Death of a Salesman. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the play. It's been a long time since I've read it too, but the general story revolves around Willie, who's kind of like a past his prime door-to-door salesman. And the story more or less revolves around him and his family. And it comes to be revealed how Willie represents more or less the American dream or the failure of it, and how his children are choosing or not choosing to follow in his footsteps. And so Biff has a big moment where he stands up to his father and is like, I don't care about. I don't care about the business. I don't care about the suits. I don't care about the pens and the pockets. I just want to go work on the land and look at the sky and smell the fresh air, and I don't want to be a part of this world anymore. And it's heartbreaking because I feel like as Americans, as like us who like support the underdog, as like just even people who are fans of cinema, who like love to see somebody like stand up against uh I mean, it could be as reductive as like a villain, so to speak, but more personally, like we all have those family members, those classmates, those people who do or do not support us, and we finally break and just tell them what's on our mind for once, finally. And it's an awesome example of that. But what makes it more heartbreaking is the fact that Biff just realizes that he's never going to get through to his father either. It's almost like, what is even the point of this conversation? So that would be sick to explore something like that with Brad Cooper. They call him Coops for short, apparently. But yeah, if I got to work with the great Bradley Cooper, that'd be sick.
I had to like Google what a photo of him looked like because I couldn't put a name to the face
That's
to the
totally
name.
cool. Yeah, yeah, for sure.
I've never seen him before.
Ever. I think then for one of your first films to watch him in, a great drama with a touch of comedy is Silver Linings Playbook. He's talented. He's a very talented guy. Honestly, he's he's a good example of like a career I would like to um recreate's not the right word because everybody needs to find their own path. But I love the idea of establishing myself as an actor so I can make opportunities to write, produce, direct myself in my own stories that I want to tell. Pieces of art that feel inspiring, creatively fulfilling, things that speak to people on different levels. Um, And other people who have done things like that is like John Krasinski, Clint Eastwood or Stallone. I'm trying to think these days who's like acting and writing and producing in their own stuff. Um, my brain's like, but Bradley Cooper's done it a couple times and he's great. He's really great at it.
We're gonna be talking about movies all day.
I love movies. That's what I'm here for. I like movies.
I'm a TV show person.
Really? See, this is why I'd be willing to bet this is why you like Vertical so much, is because of the
Yeah.
serialized nature to it. I see that's the thing is like there's that little part of me that's like, yeah, I don't watch Verticals. I don't even know like how I feel about them, and like they're just crazy and silly and bombastic and like I didn't grow up around telenovelas or daytime soaps. But the truth of the matter is like if I want to be honest with myself, it's not even the content. I just don't watch serialized stuff. I don't watch the closest I get to TV shows is maybe if I have a feeling connected to it. Like I just watched a show with a roommate. This is our agreement. Once a week, we watch an episode. It just came out. Cool. With my mom, we watched Monk, which was a TV show in the 2000s. We always watched Monk together. With my dad, we watched Ted Lasso. So like when I have people connected to shows, it gives me this like emotional connection. But otherwise, I want to show up for 2 hours and I want to get an idea of the world. I want to meet people that I can root for or fall with, and I want to go home. And yeah, I don't know. I just TV's great. TV's great. I got nothing against it. I would love to work in TV. In fact, I think I would do well in TV, but like the mechanism of consumption, I guess you could call it, is just not, I just don't do it as often, you know?
I gotta have like that never-ending story sort of feeling. Like there's always more.
Well, this is what I would actually like us to start doing with verticals. And I wonder if I can convince somebody to do this. Like, I was talking earlier about, and we'll see this happen, and I'm going to be ticked off because it won't be me. But I was talking earlier how, like, maybe I'd like to do a detective vertical. And it would be great if I could play the lead and effectively release a different show once a month, once every other month, and it's just always a different, whatever you call it, a different case.
Mm.
And the idea would be that like I would be the closest thing to what we would call a series regular in a vertical, where we're effectively doing a show revolved around this detective character, but um, we don't release it once and then we're done with it. We release a new arc every, I don't know, couple months, every month, a couple times a year. I don't know. I don't know. So
Might be something we could explore.
I think I need to just get one produced first and then I can pitch people on that. But yeah, you're definitely right.
I've only seen, I think, one or two detective ones.
Yeah.
That was Nick Ritako. Ritako.
Cool. Yeah. I think it's for taco. Yeah.
He played. It's on Tall Flicks, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Yeah, I met Nick once. He's a sweet guy, really sweet guy.
I can't remember
It's
where I've
always
seen him.
cool meeting the giants in our so-called industry because like I consider myself recognizable, but I'm not like, some people they just wouldn't know my name based off like posters or like ads running everywhere. I have a consistent flow of shows coming out, but there's huge names in the space. And so it's always fun bumping into those people either at parties or like just like small home gatherings or something. Because in the case of like Nick, for example, um, it's just meeting somebody for the first time and like getting to know them. It's a strange thing because like I almost feel inclined to talk about this in the same way that if I met Bradley Cooper, what would it be like to meet one of my heroes? But the reality is, I see all these people as peers. So even if I've never met with them or worked with them, I see them as like, we're all kind of playing in the sandbox, trying to make the same thing happen, trying to make a buck, trying to change the industry, trying to find our career. But if I were to meet, Andrew Garfield, Bradley Cooper, Eddie Redmayne, I don't get starstruck, like that's not who I am. But there's an element of like there's such a body of work behind these people, and there's so much to aspire to in their presence, that like yeah, they're normal people, and I could probably like go have a beer and watch a game with them or something. But they're also somebody who like could mentor me. There's somebody who inspires me to be a better version than myself. And so, yeah, I don't know. It's always interesting meeting people in the vertical space because I just see them as peers, and they're a lot of them are very talented, But yeah, yeah,
I can definitely see where you're coming from. But like me being a fan and not knowing any of you guys, I view you differently.
interesting, interesting,
Like
interesting.
I don't even know how to explain.
Yeah.
So when I did Nick Garabedian's
Okay.
interview,
Yeah, we mentioned that last time.
I was a little fangirly. I was giggly. Like I could not
Very
sit still.
cute.
Like it was,
Very cute.
but that's just the way that I viewed him because I put him like not on a, like on a yeah. But
Yeah, 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 for sure, for sure.
that's also how I view you because you're one of my favorites as well.
Yeah, yeah, I for sure, yeah, I appreciate you, but I know what you're saying. Like once in a while you meet somebody where you're just like,
Yeah.
keep going. I'm not even gonna interrupt you. You run, you do your thing. You do you. Yeah, yeah.
Do you ever draw from real life memories to fuel a scene, or do you prefer to stay in the imagination?
It's very much a feeling based thing. Um, Sometimes the imagination is enough, which I'm very grateful for. It means I have a vivid, powerful imagination. And sometimes it's not. And I need to think about like, a place of hopelessness that I've been in. And where was I? Who was I thinking of, or rather, who caused it? Um, and how does it relate to that moment, whether it's something as dramatic as like, trying to think, I don't know, name a show that I've been in so I can think of like a relevant example. I know I'm putting you on the spot, but just like anything. And then hopefully I'll remember a plot point that would be useful.
Swapped mates?
12 minutes. Great. Okay, so the one I did recently, the one with Talia, right? Okay, so there's a moment in the show I actually put into my reel recently. Surprise. Still trying to promote myself out here. If anyone wants to hire my ass, let me know. But yeah, I put in my reel recently, and it's this really cute moment where Talia and I are sitting on a bed and we're talking about what are we talking about? We're talking about how she would leave me if she found out I was lying to her about my identity. Because a lot of that story is about how like I'm concealing that I am the king. Because if I don't conceal that I'm the king, then my mate will find out who I am, and it will break the rule of the royal family, the alpha world that I'm supposed to conceal my identity for 6 months before me and my mate uh, get married or whatever. And so in that moment, either A, what you recommended, imagination, either A, I'm imagining, um, I can't remember the character's name, but for the sake of the story, for the actress, Talia, I'll imagine Talia, my mate, who I want to be with. What would it be like to let her down and therefore lose her forever? I've spent my entire life, people have chased me, I'm the alpha, but I can't find someone who genuinely wants me. And here I am sitting on a bed. It's not romantic, it's playful and cute and light. And I'm like so excited about this person that I have feelings for. And I don't want them to find out that I'm just another alpha king, which I know it sounds backwards, just another alpha king, because there's not a lot. Like there's only one. And then there's only so many alphas because it's an aristocratic society. But the thing is, I don't want her to objectify me as just some rich guy who can give her everything she wants forever. And so these are the circumstances I can imagine to myself. And sometimes that's enough. But sometimes I think of like, oh my goodness, what was it like when, maybe my girlfriend, there was a part of me that I was afraid of exposing to her that I thought she might not accept me. And like, what would it be like on that? I'll take a moment in our life when we're sitting on a bed. Maybe it's just like a nice casual movie night. Maybe we're like having snacks in a hotel while we're traveling or something. And it's kind of like the bed in the Alpha mansion, but instead I'm taking the memory of the hotel. And then I'm taking the memory of, well, I hope she accepts this part of me. And then I take the memory of, okay, well, am I going to share this part with her right now or am I not? And like those are powerful feelings, which can be useful, but it all depends on just where am I on that day? Did I sleep enough last night? Did I hydrate enough so I can cry? Literally, do I have the water? I know it sounds silly. I've been in scenes where I'm like, I can't cry. And I feel it. I feel it on my bones that I am emotionally overwhelmed, but there's no water coming out of my face. And it's because I have not drank enough water on set. And the air is dry, and I'm pissed off, and I ate too much salty shit for lunch. You know what I'm saying? It's awful. And so sometimes you need to use something that just pushes you a little bit further. But it's definitely a tool-based thing. I won't say that I'll favor one more than the other. Um, yeah, it's really a tool-based thing. Yeah,
That was so in depth. I was like, just keep talking. Just
I got you. Depth for
keep
days.
talking.
Deal. Tell me, give me more questions. These are fun because I really enjoy just sharing these bits of my life and work, and it's fun. It's really fun.
Being a vertical actor obviously comes with its own set of challenges. Is there a skill you've had to learn for a specific role or to get a role?
Oh, interesting. Let's think. Is there a skill I had to learn to get a specific role? Again, we're talking in the vertical space. Sign language. This project hasn't come out yet. Now, I did Hear My Love Again in December, and our workaround for that, January of this year, our workaround for that is that we wrote on a whiteboard. And it made sense because she can't hear, but she can read, and I can hold it up, and we can communicate by her speaking and me because she wasn't always uh, deaf or mute, deaf. Um, and so she can speak. The issue is in that project, we really skirted the like ASL, American Sign Language business. Um, and you could justify it because she's only been deaf for a couple of years. Did she want to commit to learning it? We found workarounds. There's ways that that character, that person, that world did not learn ASL. I did another deaf heiress project, and in that one, they wanted sign language. Tough, tough. I get cast, and they're like, "All right, by the way, here's a Google Drive of all the words we want you to learn," and I'm just like, "What?" Like, I'm supposed to show up for a week. I don't even know my lines yet. And you guys want me to learn how to like sign language stuff? And so thankfully, I got lucky enough that I wasn't like overwhelmed. I had maybe 6 lines in the whole script. I played the doting love interest who wanted to win her heart, but technically she had an abusive ex-husband, and he was heavily involved in her life still. That actor had a ton of lines, but thankfully, the story transitions from deaf heiress to not deaf heiress relatively quickly. So I only had maybe 5 or 6 lines with her. But that was a real thing. And when I got on set, I didn't know it perfectly. And so we kind of just rolled until I got it. And it made me self-conscious, but I just pushed through it because I trusted myself that at some point while the take is just going, and I just keep repeating myself like an idiot, making strong eye contact with her and doing the business. I can't remember, like literally saying her name and stuff. Eventually we got the take. and it was hard, but honestly, it felt really good because sometimes you'll show up and do a vert, and it's like, oh, I've done this one before. But I showed up on that set and I was like, oh, I haven't done this before, and it's pushing me and stretching me, and I thought that was a cool experience. I thought it was a very cool experience.
Would you ever like go and like learn sign language like properly now, or is it just like
Would I learn it just because, or would I learn it for a role?
both?
I wouldn't learn it just because. I will say I love the idea of uh, like taking classes and learning things, but currently I have other classes that I'm taking and other things I want to learn. And so ASL is not currently on the docket. The other thing too is if I want to be wholly transparent, it's really not relevant to my life. I don't engage with the deaf community currently. I have nobody in my immediate family who's a part of the deaf community. That doesn't mean it wouldn't be useful. That doesn't mean it wouldn't be awesome to meet a fan who's deaf and be able to communicate to them. Or if I took on another deaf artist role, that I would be able to perform in a more effortless way, like sick. Like what a great opportunity. But being wholly transparent and honest, it's there are so many things that I'm excited to learn, and ASL is just not at the top of the list. So is it something you already know?
No.
Okay. Just curious. There are a lot of languages out there. I could be wrong. I could be reductive, and I apologize to the deaf community if this is true. My assumption is ASL, you can learn a lot on your own because you can learn the alphabet based off images. You can learn words based off videos available, probably for free online. And you can probably learn a lot of articulating with your hands if you watch news broadcasts that have the ASL interpreter in the corner. Like I feel like there's a lot you can learn on your own. There's some languages out there that like you can read, you can learn to read on your own, you can learn to write on your own. Speaking, I think, would be very hard to do some languages without any native relationship at all, you know.
That was like when we were in lockdown for COVID.
Yeah.
On our like news broadcasting whatever station thing, um, there would always be a girl or lady in the
Yeah.
corner, like on stage with whoever was delivering the speech, and she would be doing her sign language. And her, I don't know how she kept up. She's going a million miles an hour.
Yeah.
Like for her to be like, yeah, she was like
Yeah.
present and she
Right.
was like fully taking it in. And I was like, how? I would never be able to do that.
Well,
It'd
don't
be a
say
cool skill
never.
to have,
Yeah.
but I think I don't know. I just want to learn the basics, but I think a lot of resources that are online are very American based
Hmm.
instead of Australian, if that makes sense. So like when we go to like because American and Australian sign language, I'm pretty sure are like a little bit different.
Okay.
So it's not like a universal thing. So I don't know, you just gotta be careful if you're gonna do it online, do it from a reputable source. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it does make sense.
Because sometimes the translation gets lost. So
Yeah. I
I don't know.
mean, we literally went over like Brumby earlier, and like that was, I have no idea what a Brumby is. And I'm willing to bet there's a word in Australian Sign Language for Brumby, and I would be very confused while speaking ASL to you as to what the symbol for Brumby is. I'd be very confused. Just putting it out there. That's the gospel truth.
Oh,
Share.
I yes, okay. I watched our interview. I'm gonna send you a photo right now.
Okay.
And this was I took this the other day.
Let me say this. Mince chocolate lollies. We talked about this. Very weird. Why? Why can't you just say candy?
When I saw it, when I went to Woolworths, I was like, who was I talking to about this again? And then I watched our interview and I'm like, yes, I'm going to send it to you.
Why can't you just say candy? Isn't that hard? So, whatever.
Must be.
I guess so, lollies. Oh my goodness. I feel like in English, this is like such an outdated phrase. Have you ever heard of lollygagging?
That sounds so inappropriate.
Very much not. Get your head out of the gutter, miss. Lollygagging, from what I recall, I might be pronouncing it or saying it wrong, is if someone's just like trailing behind, like stop lollygagging, let's go. Like just someone's taking forever, like they're just like catch up because they're lollygagging behind the group. I don't know where it comes from, but
we do not call it that.
that's so silly. Lollygagging. What is this? Uh, So in this case, Britannica Dictionary says to spend time doing things that are not useful or serious, to fool around and waste time. So I have seen it. He was kicked off the team for lollygagging during practice. So I have seen it in the context of like, stop taking so long, but it seems like a more relevant is in context is not stop taking so long because you are behind. It's stop taking so long because you're wasting time doing stupid shit. So
Do you want me to give you the Australian version of both?
yeah, go shoot.
So, like, say, yeah, the walking behind one, we call that dawdling.
Dawdling. I know dawdling. That's another good one. Okay, okay.
And then the Australian one for, I don't know,
Wasting time.
wasting time, we call that fart assing around.
Fat assing around.
Fart,
Yeah,
like,
but okay, this is gonna sound annoying. This is an accent thing. Is it
I
fart?
know.
F-A-R-T? Is it
Yes,
F-A-R-T?
yes.
Oh, it is. You're lying to me.
No, it's
What?
fart assing around. We just go, like, stop fart assing around and get
You
your
know
job
what?
done.
That actually makes sense because in American, occasionally we'll cut it short. We'll say stop farting around. Stop wasting time. Can you stop just farting around? Or you'll say like, yeah, what'd you do today? I just fart around the house today. That's interesting, but you guys say fart assing, which is hilarious. Just got to add in the ass. No, you see, Australians, they like the curse. I get it.
Exactly. I think that's where
Nice,
we get it from. Yeah.
nice. That's so
It's
silly.
so different. Everything is so different.
But so similar at the same time.
Mm. Oh no, I didn't. I had this out for a different interview. It
Yeah,
just
what'd
seems
you have?
so relevant right now.
Oh no, I don't even want to hear about Vegemite. Goodbye. What the fuck is Vegemite? I know what it is. I don't know. Oh, I don't know what it is. I've tasted it. It's awful.
You've
It's
tasted it?
it's not awful, but I don't understand it. It's not even like exciting or interesting. It's just like, am I breaking your heart right now? Am I
No,
attacking
no, no,
am I
no.
attacking all Australians around the world? Although
No,
Vegemite
no.
is not intrinsic to Australia, I don't think.
I would be heartbroken if you said that about Tim Tams.
What is a dim dam? See, now you're just
Tim Tam.
a Tim Tam. I've heard of that. I don't know what that is. What's a Tim Tam?
Just look it up.
Oh, now I need to go to like some international grocery store or something. Tim Tam. Tim Tam. It's a food. Huh, I think I've had the green ones before, the mint ones.
Wait, what ones are you looking at? Because they're mint slices. Are they circular or rectangular?
Well, here's the thing. Like you said, they're mint slices, and that's why I
Mint
think,
slice is a different one.
huh?
Mint slice is a different one. Mint slice is circular. Tim Tams are rectangular.
Oh, we're not on the same page. Okay, when you say mint slice, I'm thinking you're talking about a slice of a mint candy.
Nope.
You're talking about a literal brand. Psychotic.
Yep.
So, Tim Tam, um, I'm just looking at the dark mint chocolate cookie. It's like a wafer with right? Is it a wafer? No, it's just a cookie. It's just a cookie. It's not a wafer. But like,
Biscuit.
huh? A bit. Yes, sure, a biscuit. Oh my goodness. They have the original one. It's brown. You got the orange one, which has got caramel, um,
Caramel.
caramel. You say caramel?
Caramel.
Caramel, 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 caramel. I said both. I've said both. Um, extra chocolatey. I didn't even know that's an option for cookies. Not just chocolate chip cookies, but can I get the extra chocolate chip cookies? I guess we would say chocolate chocolate. Strange. I feel like I've seen the green Tim Tams. Arnott's Tim Tam, dark mint. I mean, it says they're on Target and World Market. So, did you
I'm
guess
gonna
that
say,
Target?
tell me you're not looking at these ones.
No, mine are the square ones that I'm looking at. Yes. What the heck is? Yeah, yeah, exactly. With the you got a bow on there though. Stop the
It's
bow.
Christmas wrapping.
It's Christmas.
You were looking at what the mint ones.
Yeah.
Apparently, we have Jats flavored ones.
What?
Jats, they're like, I don't even know how to explain it. You know what Jats are? Jatz.
Oh, I love that you just said Z. This is making my day. Jatz. Yeah, yeah. Let me just spell Jatz real quick. Let's see what comes up. There we go. Jatz refers to a popular Australian cracker introduced by Arnott's Biscuits in 52.
You put cheese and you put cabanossi on it, and then you just eat it.
What was that second word you just said?
You're making me repeat it, aren't you?
It sounded like you said cheese and cabagliassi. Is that what you said?
No,
What'd you say?
cabanossi.
Cabanossi. Now I have to type that in. How do you spell cabanossi? This I'm being well educated right now. Go on.
Cabinossi.
Thank God. I thought I was going to have to write ZZI. Oh, okay. I I'm actually very glad you told me what this is because I go to a deli nearby my place and I always buy like a Polish kibasi and I see these next to the kibasi and I don't know what they're called and I don't feel like spending money on them. But now that I know it's a cabanasi, you bet your ass
Yes.
I'm gonna
Go
go
and get
out,
some.
buy some cheese, cabanasi, and apparently a little bit of
Yeah.
JATZs. So we'll see what this is about.
Favorite animal?
Alpaca,
Cat person or a dog person?
dog person, allergies. I get messed up. I get so messed up with my allergies.
You're like the third person I've met on these calls who's allergic to cats.
And my asthma, like that compounds it. Because some people get allergy shots, but my lungs get messed up by it too. It's an autoimmune thing, you know.
Poor thing. I
Yeah.
literally have to take a lint roller everywhere.
Oh, I hate the fur too. That shit. It's just like, why? Why would you want a creature that just roams around and just leaves fur where it's left behind? Like if I wanted breadcrumbs, I would bake myself some JATZs and then crumble them up and throw them on the floor. You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna hold that against me now, aren't you?
Forever, forever, forever.
Oh God. Favorite food?
Uh, Man, one of my favorite dishes is ceviche. I love ceviche. I'll tell you when you're older. Don't you worry. It's so good.
How old do you think I am?
I mean, if you want me to answer honestly, I'm assuming you're in your 20s, but like, I'm being silly. I'm just being silly. So, but ceviche
I am in my
is
20s.
Yeah, ceviche. It's basically a South American dish that it cooks seafood um, in a way that appears raw, but it uses the lime juices to effectively burn the protein. So think like raw fish, raw shrimp. You put it in a vat in a container of lime and you leave it for 24 hours or whatever. The acid from the lime cooks, not literally because it's not flame, but the acidic quality creates a chemical reaction that cooks the protein and makes it safe to eat. And so you serve it chilled and it's served with onions, tomatoes, cilantro. It it's really good. It's just making my mouth water. It's such a great like South American dish. I love ceviche. It's so good. So good.
Favorite color?
It's funny. The first thing that popped in my head was blue and red, but the reality is the amount of green you see in my room right now, I love green. Green is great. I love to wear green. Sometimes my eyes will turn green depending on what I'm wearing or what I'm looking at. I find it relaxing and helps me like connect to nature. It's great. I love green.
Dream country to visit?
Dream country.
And don't feel pressured to say Australia. Because I feel like I've
Oh,
pressured a few of them to say that.
I do want to visit someday. In spite of how far the flight is. I think I really want to go from Tokyo to Kyoto. I really want to see Japan.
Favorite season?
Paul.
Favorite actor?
Oof. Let's just go with Bradley Cooper. So many other good actors, though. So many other good actors. Um, who else do I really like right now? It's out. Um, we're gonna go with Bradley Cooper, but there's so many good actors.
Favorite movie?
Oh my goodness. Um, Maybe currently it's Oppenheimer. Um, yeah, I don't know. That one knocked my socks off. Very powerful film. There's much like there's far older films that I love, like I love Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. If we wanted to pull something out of the '60s, I think it's '60s. And then something in between would be like Back to the Future. I just adore that film. But most recently seen, Oppenheimer really knocked my socks off.
I actually haven't seen Oppenheimer.
That's okay. I'm not a snob. Some people want to sit around and watch verticals all day long, and some
Oh, go
people like.
away.
uh, it's one of those things where like Ver Oppenheimer is to me what verticals are to you because I went and watched that 5 times in the theater. Like I loved that movie. I really adored it. I really adored it. And some people like they couldn't stomach it. I'm sure there's people who walked out of it. They're like this stupid, pretentious like film. And like for me, I don't know. I thought it was a stroke of brilliance that was not only entertaining but taught a lot about the human condition. I thought it was a great film. I love Oppenheimer. I think it's great.
I do want to watch it. Favorite music genre?
Oh, I don't know. I think currently rock, classic rock. I've been on a little bit of a Springsteen kick because the film just came out, and I really like the film. Which is in some ways the film is more about him making a folk rock album, but or a folk album, even then. But yeah, somewhere in the classic rock, I guess.
Favorite singer and song?
Favorite singer and song? Oh, I feel like for some reason I always come back to the Jackson Five. Um, what's it called? I Want You Back. Like that's just some like Jackson 5, I Want You Back. It's just some like good old fashioned Motown. I don't even know what you want to call it. It's good. Um, you've definitely heard the song before. Yeah. Yeah.
It reminds me of like
Yeah.
the Nintendo Wii,
Oh, you're so funny. Oh my goodness.
the
I
Just
guess,
Dance, the Just Dance version of it. I
oh
did
my
it.
goodness. That is a throwback.
I still have both of my Nintendo Wii's here, so I can just like bust a move anytime.
I don't have my Wii, but I have my GameCube. I still have my GameCube.
What is that?
Oh no, don't say that. One, because now I'm disappointed. Two, because you've aged me. But the GameCube, yeah, the GameCube was what came out after Nintendo 64. So, yeah,
I have a Nintendo 64.
which is great. But the GameCube I love. So,
City life or country life?
I'm gonna pick country life. I love the city life. I'm a metropolitan person, but when the day is over, I'd love to spend a little time in the country.
I agree. Biggest pet peeve?
Um, I don't like uh because I mean one pet peeve, I guess you could say. LOL. I'm just thinking about like hygiene and cleanliness, things that upset me, whether like people leave dishes in the sink or blah blah blah. And I was thinking about the bathroom, and then I was thinking everyone can relate to this. Don't call me crazy. When people put the toilet paper backwards on the toilet paper roll, like get your head out of your ass. You're not helping anybody. Fix it now.
No,
I'll leave that there. That little gift. You can quote me on that if you
no,
want.
no, 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 no. I have questions. Like, which way does the toilet paper have to be on your side or is it like the wall side? Like,
No, and it's the wall side. If it's the wall side, you're gonna be smearing everything on the wall. You know, you can't be doing that. No, it has to be facing you. You have to be able to pull down. It has to come down towards you. If it's the wall side, then you're reaching out for it and you're touching the wall while no, absurd. Absolute bananas. This is
what would
this
you?
is not
How
good.
would you explain that to somebody? Do you have like? I don't know. Australia is just different because we actually have names for the way you put the toilet roll
What's the word? Oh my goodness.
on. The correct way is like not the wall side. So like when it's on your side, we call that when the toilet paper has a beard.
Has a bead?
A beard.
Oh, a
Like
beard.
a
Gotcha. Yeah, yeah.
beard.
A beard. Well, America, where we wear beards. A
A
beard.
beard.
Bead. A bead. Yeah, we got a bead. A bead. We just call it a little beard. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, that's actually a great point. Yeah, when it has a beard. So, so.
And then the other side is a mullet.
Oh, I hate that so much. I hate that. And that's another reason why if you ever put a mullet on my TP, I will lose
A
my shit.
mullet.
Awful. Mullet, or however you pronounce it. I hate it. I hate that so much. That's very upsetting. I'm out.
So like if the toilet paper is on the wall side, it has a mullet. And if it's on your side, it has a beard.
Beard. So
If I say beard, you go, what?
you can't help it. I hear bead.
Like bead.
Yeah, like a little bit of bead. Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's the way we explain it. Like we everybody gets up, people here at
Huh.
my house anyway. Because we go, the toilet paper has a beard, not a mullet. Put it on the right way, or you won't be able to use the toilet.
Oh, you're out. Yeah, you're cooked. You're done. You can use your socks and go home.
Yuck. Name three things you can't live without.
You know what? As of late. I definitely can't live without piano, my mason jars to drink water out of. That's just this is like how I drink my water at all times. And just fill it up a couple times a day, and I know I've got enough.
But you
I've
just
been
don't have a
using
normal cup.
eh, boring and plastic. No, I like my glass. And then uh timer. A timer is so helpful to me because it keeps me on track for getting things done. Um, I've definitely been struggling with like focus and things of that nature. And I don't know if I'm necessarily ready to wear a watch. I feel like that's a little bit too much. Maybe not. But I find that I've been working on a lot of things. Yeah, exactly. I've been working on a lot of things lately, and I find that if I don't do a little 10-minute timer, 20-minute timer, 60-minute timer, while I'm making progress with my work, um, it's just good to have something reminding me like, hey, this is how much time's left. Just focus. Just reel it in, you know. So that I find those things very helpful, and the piano is just good for my outlet. Yeah.
Describe yourself in 5 words or less, or one sentence.
Um, I am a grateful person. Then
Okay, this is just a random, like, this is one that I want to know. Like,
shoot.
do you use your like your own personal phone on set?
Do I what?
Or what?
Do I what?
Oh, do you use your own personal phone on set?
Rephrase that question. Are you saying do I use it as a prop, or are you saying do
Yeah,
I literally
but
have
like,
it available like on my body while I'm acting?
no, I don't even know how to explain this because one, I was talking to an actress
Yeah.
and she's like, I don't have this person's number, but in the show that I watched of her, like in the vertical that I watched of her, those two called each other. So I'm like, is there like a phone that you use on set, or do you use your
So
personal
you're talking
phone?
about the prop. You're talking about the prop.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I typically use my own phone. If my phone, the reason my phone would not be useful is because sometimes I don't have service. We're in these like really random areas, and I pay for like super duper cheap plan. And some people just have like service all the time because they feel like spending $1 million, which I think is unnecessary. So, but other than that, no, it's usually my phone coming out of my pocket, which is helpful because I can look at my lines on my phone. If we're taking a break because it's taking a long time to set something up, then I can just kind of like check my emails or other work and stuff. But for the most part, yeah, my phone that you see on screen is my phone.
Does that mean you got to get like your co-stars' numbers? If like it's like a calling scene, like where they call you, or
Typically
I
not
don't know.
because typically not because whenever I'm calling a co-star, it's never my co-star calling. It's like the first AD. It's like someone in charge of the props. Like the actual co-star is not offset calling me. I don't think I've ever done that actually. I've had an actual proper character call me from their phone. It's always somebody in charge of props or script supervisor or first AD. Yeah.
It's like any conversation that's recorded on the phone is like that'd be super awkward to record, like film, wouldn't it?
Usually I talk, yeah, I mean sometimes the actor will be available, but sometimes they're not even there that day. And so I'm having my conversation to someone who is definitely not the actor. Like it could be anybody. It could be the director, it could be first, like I said, first AD, script supervisor, stuff like that. Yeah.
That's crazy.
It is kind of crazy, but it's fun. It works. Use your imagination. So every
But
time
what
you
if
see me pick up the phone, you can assume it's definitely not the character that I'm talking to at that moment at all.
that just puts like a whole different perspective on it now? Like, who are you
Yeah.
talking to? What if you have like a throwing phone scene? Like you just get a prop phone or like
So you might be thinking of when I threw the phone at my assistant, whose name I think was actually Henry, in It Takes Two of Us, something like that. There's a scene. There's a scene. I'm on the balcony. I get pissed off. I throw my phone. It whacks him in the head. He's reading a book. Hey, what the fuck? And he gets up and he looks at me. He's like, "Sorry, boss." And they literally took a styrofoam phone or like an empty phone case and put a piece of styrofoam in it or something like that, and they just whacked it at his head. And it was so light that he wasn't concerned about it. If I'm correct. But I throw? I'm trying to think if I actually threw an actual phone off that balcony. I think I might have thrown one real phone that wasn't actually a real phone. It was like a concept phone, like the closest thing you have to like a phone product that has the shell on the outside, but none of the components on the inside. Yeah, it's specifically used, I think, to help like make phone cases and stuff like that, I think. I'm not too sure. So,
you've just like blown up my world.
bananas, right?
I'm gonna be looking at everything completely differently now.
Movie magic, baby. Movie magic. But I'm grateful. This was fun. This is good.
Yes, thank you.
And yeah, I'm glad we got to do a part two.
Yes.
And
Not that there was much vertical talk.
say it again. Say it again.
Not that there was much vertical talk.
I don't know, whoever's listening right now, before we say goodbye, I mean, do you come on here to hear just about verticals? Do you come on here to just learn about us and like the people who are making these little worlds? Like, yeah, yeah, I don't know,
Get to
but I'm
know
happy to
the
contribute.
real us.
Yeah,
But no, thank you.
of course. This was great. This was really good.
I really appreciate it.
Appreciate you. This is no, honestly, this is just again, I've said this in the past, on camera and off camera. It's just one of those things where like it's always nice to connect with the people who are watching these and who get excited about these because it reminds me I'm not just showing up for a role or for a check or for like to hang out with co-stars or production companies I know. I'm showing up for people who like actually enjoy these things and like it's a part of their
Cool.
life. I've met people who talk about how it was helpful for them while they were healing in the hospital. I've met people who talk about how it just like brings them so much joy to just like bum through them at the end of the day and just get their mind off things. And I don't know whether it's like a super sentimental connection or just like somebody wants to watch me slap the shit out of another guy on a vertical. Like I'm just happy to help out. Like it's so much fun. There's so much fun to work on.
I truly appreciate like the effort that you guys put in.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.